Manor Farm is an arable farm, so we produce crops. Typically we can't grow the same crop in the same field every year because you get problems with diseases. That rotation for us is 6 years long, and it starts off with winter wheat. It is followed by spring barley. Then we grow some linseed. We then go back to winter wheat. Then we grow winter barley, and then we grow oilseed rape. And so that's a typical 6-year rotation, and we find that that is really good for soil health, soil management, and it also provides a good healthy crop as well. Now, like humans, plants are affected by all sorts of infections. They can have bacterial, viral, fungal infection, just like we can. So it's really important for us as farmers to look after the health of these plants, and we do that by using crop protection products. We sometimes call them crop medicines, if you want to call it that. So it just so happens we're stood in front of a crop of oilseed rape which at the moment has the potential for disease. You can see that there are petals that when it rains they drop off and they fall into the branches, and at that point a fungus can develop, and that will severely affect the yield of the crop later on. So in about a week's time, when the crop is in full flower, I will pass through here and apply a crop protection product, a fungicide, which will help to mitigate against that problem. Also at the moment, you can't see them because they're so small, but there are some insects which live in the pods at the top of this plant. Fortunately, there just aren't enough to worry about at the moment, but in an extreme situation where they breed and they get out of hand, we may decide that we need to treat them.
So this is a field that's been planted with what we call a cover crop. So it's a cover crop, like mops up the nutrients from the previous crop. This was made up of oil radish, so that's a brassica, so it's got a big long taproot. Some rye like this, which has got a very fibrous root, and then there was also there was buckwheat, linseed, phacelia, which is a blue flowering plant, and also mustard. And because these crops all behave differently, they hopefully all add something to the soil. Wheat and barley and the cereals, they self-pollinate, so they don't need bees to help them. But other crops that we have, like oilseed rape or beans or peas, without bees, they won't pollinate, and as a result, they won't yield very well, so they won't produce much of a crop.
Bees are critically important to the successful pollination of our crop. This is a very early crop, and temperatures outside are still quite cool, so there's not a lot of natural insect activity happening anyway. So it's essential that we bring hives of bumblebees in here to help pollinate the crop.